What's up, YouTube? What up, Midnight Crew? It is your girl, Midnight. I am here live, y'all. I haven't been live in a little minute over here at Midnight Crew. And today's topic, what we're talking about is transgenerational trauma. I'm talking about transgenerational trauma. And for people who don't know what transgenerational trauma is, it's basically trauma done to a group of people or a collective group of people, certain type of a group of people. And the reason why I'm talking about that today is because I just feel like I want to touch on that. And I want to touch on that for the simple fact is I want to speak in my culture. You know what I'm saying? As far as the African American culture, a lot of us has been through transgenerational trauma because we've experienced trauma as a collective culture of people dealing with all type of things, being racially profiled, being stereotyped, having all these negative stigmas placed on us. And the reason why I'm coming with this conversation right now is because I feel like as a culture, I feel like our culture is really divided and dysfunctional. And at this point in time, we should not be in this place. I feel like we should be stronger as a collective group of people just because of what it is, what kind of trauma we've been through. I know a lot of us may have not been through that physically and may have not been through the physical aspect of it, but when you read things on what your ancestors been through and what your people and your culture have collectively been through, it should want to bring us together. And I'm touching on this because I feel like we're just doing the complete opposite. Listen, a lot of people have judged us, and we're still being judged. We're still being judged outside of our own culture on a lot of things. You know, they view us all the same. They feel we look the same. They feel we all have the same mentalities. They feel we are criminals. They feel we are uneducated. And I just want to say that all of these things that other cultures has placed on us, we kind of sit back and prove them right in so much of a sense because we act out in such a manner. You know, it's like I want people to know this. We ask for respect and we want justice and we should be served justice and we should be given respect because we have rights. Now we come from a long line of a long line, a history of not having no rights as color people. Our civil rights leaders who fought for us to have all these rights, who fought for equality and fought for all of these things for us. And we don't know how to treat that same kind of energy with each other, or we don't know how to treat each other as such. I feel like my culture of people are very negative, you know, and we are very, very negative with each other. And I feel that we all can work at that. And I feel that my people, I'm pulling for us. I'm pulling for my people. I'm pulling for my culture. Like, I believe in supporting Black businesses. I believe in encouraging and uplifting Black women and men. I believe in reaching out to our youth. You know what I'm saying? This generation of people, our youth. You know, these are the people who are going to be taking care of us. You see, right now, we in a place of taking care of our grandmothers' generation of people and our mothers, our parents' generation of people. But the youth of today is going to be taking care of us when we are older. And if we don't reach out right now and touch some of these youth and get some of our people on one accord, we are going to have a problem. We're going to have to worry about how are we going to be treated later. And they're not going to know how to treat people if we don't know how to treat each other or we don't teach them this is the way you have to go about treating each other. Listen, we got to stop doing all of this. I don't like racial profiling. You know what I'm saying? I don't have young men, but I do have Black men in my family that I care about. I have a father who's Black. I have a brother who's Black. I have uncles who's Black. I have cousins who's Black. Black people, we are being placed with stereotypes on us. We have to get it together with each other. And this is why I'm doing this live. This is what this is about our culture coming together, trying to do better with each other because it's just not fair. I look around and see so much hate and envy with so many different people, even with platforms like this. You know, you can't be happy for somebody who's having success in their platform because you're trying to find a way to bring them down. You're trying to find a way to bring it down so that they don't have this anymore. You're just so jealous minded to the point where it's just not funny and it's not even cute. We are the one culture who is way divided. When you look in other ethnicical backgrounds or ethical backgrounds, they all stick together. A lot of them do try to support one another, and a lot of them do stick together. The Jewish community do it, the Asians do it, the Latinos do it. You know, some Puerto Ricans and stuff they consider minorities like we are, but we don't have to be that just because that's where we from. Listen, I come from a background where I lived in poverty. I come from a background where they lifted me as a minority because of the area and environment that I lived in. I come from a background where they were stealing. I come from a background where they were robbing. I come from a background where they were killing. But that's not who I am. And just because I was brought up in that kind of environment does not mean that I have to settle for being in that environment and being out here showing actions of what I saw or what I saw. I'm better than that. I want better for me. And I want everybody around me to win. I want everybody around me to be successful. I don't see envy when I see somebody else moving up and elevating in life. I don't look at that person like, oh wow, that person think they better than somebody because they moving up. I'm genuinely happy for people. And I just want everybody to be genuinely happy for each other. Like we gotta stop treating each other like crap because you know what? That's not gonna stop with these other people treating us like crap. And I'm just being honest. They sit back and observe us on how we interact with each other. And if we don't have no interaction with each other that's positive, I mean, do you expect them to care about what it is we want from them? They feel like, listen, they don't even know how to respect each other. They kill each other, yet they killing each other every day. They robbing each other every day, manipulating each other every day, downgrading each other every day. They sit back and watch it. They sit back and watch these things on the regular. And we have to be better as people. I feel that we are going to be better as people. I'm pulling for my people. And I know that it's going to be some time to change this factor, but it's going to take a lot of individuals to really look inside themselves. And it starts with you first. Like, I can't see how people will go out here and support all of these designers with these big names and buy their clothing, but yet you find it hard to go into black owned business and support your own. But you'll go spend every dime you have on a Gucci belt, Prada, whatever. These are top designers and make them richer while you surrounded by yourself and people trying to really make it and make something out of themselves with a small business and nobody supports. That's wrong. Learn how to support the people in your community, the black business in your community. Respect the people in your community. Teach them youth in your community right from wrong because they out here doing what they taught. And if they are not taught the proper way, a lot of them are going to do things on their own and they're going to do it their way. We got to stop all the jealousy. Give another lady a compliment. Give another gentleman a compliment when you see them. When you see somebody that's looking pretty and she's dressed nice, she has her hair done nice, she's looking beautiful, whatever it is she's doing. She got a nice handbag. Tell somebody that they're beautiful. Give somebody positive feedback today. Try that. Speak to somebody to open up a conversation because you might just be helping somebody. We have to start looking out for one another. And that's something that we're not doing. A lot of us are talking down and knocking down each other. You already kicking somebody who down. Like, how low can you kick somebody if they're already down? Stop kicking people while they're down. That's not what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be uplifting each other. This is about my community, my culture. I want better for us. Like, and I think that a lot of us want the same things from others. And it's just gonna take more than a person who feel like I do to to help this problem. It's gonna take a village of us. Like we're gonna have to almost have the same mentality of thinking. We got to stop all of this nonsense with each other. We got to stop all this black on black crime. It's sad, y'all. We got to stop all of this soliciting each other out here. You know what I'm saying? We got to stop all of this. We got to stop all of this manipulative behavior, trying to use people to get what you can get out of them. Stop doing all this lying, getting innocent people locked up behind lies. Perjury is what it's called. Got to stop that. Stop all this defamation of character, talking them down on people's lives when you don't even know them. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this. If somebody got something to say about something that they're watching and you really don't like it, and you really don't like a person, and if you don't have nothing nice to say, then you shouldn't be speaking at all. But then on that note, instead of you talking down on somebody, just pray for them and uplift them. Give them some words of encouragement. You know what I'm saying? People do struggle. You gonna do things. People gonna do things you don't like, but that don't. Every action don't deserve a reaction. Is what I'm saying. Every action that somebody do does not deserve a reaction. People, let's get it together. It's time. It's time. It's time for change with our culture. It's time for change with our people. It's time for change with our children. Like we didn't been down this road where we've been held captive for centuries. I hate that happened to our culture, but it happened. We can't change it. Now it's time to move forward. It's time to proceed and move forward and start coming together as a culture strong. We need that. We need that now. It's time to stop condoning all of these behaviors that we see go on in our areas and in our communities, and that we see go on with people in our immediate families, our family members. Stop condoning all of this mess. And when I say that, I mean like condoning people who you know be women, condoning people who you know out there robbing and stealing and killing for money. Because listen, nothing's gonna fall in your lap. But my mom has always told me that whatever I wanted out of life, that I had to work towards it. And that's the same thing that everybody else can do because it's out here for everybody. It's enough out here for everybody. I was taught that whatever you want out of life, you have to make it happen for you. Don't expect handouts. Don't expect nobody to put something and it's just going to fall right in your lap. You have to work hard. And people who have worked hard for all of the things that they work hard for shouldn't have to worry about something being snatched from them or taken from them. By your own, is what I'm saying. By your own people. Yo, it's time for change. And I know a lot of people hear that word and they fear change because a lot of people do fear change. But change is good. Sometimes it can be bad for some people, but it's change is good. And the only reason why a person may feel like change is bad for them is because they really don't want to change the necessary behaviors that they're doing. They really have no intention or intent to change that. So it's gonna look like it's a bad thing for them, but change is good. People fear change. And it should never be feared. So go out there today, try to have an open conversation with somebody. If you see somebody out there, just go pick somebody out, you know, say hello, how are you doing? Because when you do that, you don't never know who you touching. The person you speaking to may be in a place to where it's dark. They may be contemplating suicide. They may be stressed out from personal situations that they're going through. They might be in a toxic and domestic violence situation that's worrying them. But it's just the fact of somebody coming up to them and asking them how is they doing. It's opening a door for a conversation. Do you know how many people you can save just by doing that? Support people of your own kind is what I'm saying. And when you hear the word support, it ain't always financial or having to do with money. When you guys watch my videos on here, that's a form of supporting me and what I'm doing. Support is just listening and being there, spending time with somebody. That's support. Try doing that for somebody, because Lord knows you never know how many lives you have changed. You never know how much you have touched somebody to where they now was once suicidal and now they feel like, okay, a stranger had enough compassion to come up and speak to me, so somebody cares about me. Try doing that for somebody. Try doing that for somebody. And respect everybody. Stop talking down on people. When you see people succeed in life, be happy for them, because you could be there too. Nobody's exempt from that. Nobody. You gotta want it. You have to want it. You gotta want it. And that's it, y'all. That's all I gotta say, Midnight Crew. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Midnight has been gone. I've been over there on Facebook again. Follow me on Joanne's Gifted Hands, y'all. My following base over there is taking off. It's going through the roof. As a matter of fact, I got more followers over there than I do over here. And I like to be over there a little bit more. But people, this is the thing. I never know who I'm touching when you guys are coming across my videos and when you're watching my content. This is helping somebody just like it's helping somebody over there. So y'all tell a friend about this channel. Tell a friend about me, Midnight. You know what I'm saying? Midnight will be coming over here as well. I'll try to be on both of my channels, or that's my business page over there, which is my page, my platform, Joanne's Gifted Hands. Y'all follow that, okay? Go follow me over there. The same kind of content I put over here on Midnight Crew is the same kind of content that really goes over there on Joanne's Gifted Hands. I'm just trying to touch somebody. If I touch one person, I done my job. If I touch one youth, I done my job. That's all I need to do. I done my job. One person. But I want to grab many of them. I want to touch many of you as I can. But if I touch only one, I still done my job. Understand? Midnight Crew. Your girl Joanne. I'm calling myself Joanne, y'all. I'm so crazy. That's my mother's name, though, by the way. That's what my page is dedicated to over there. I named it Joanne's Gifted Hands. My mother's name is Joanne. I got a tattoo of my mom right here on my arm, y'all, with a rose. And I had this before my mom passed, but my mother's name is Joanne, y'all. So Joanne Gifted Hands is dedication on my mom. This is Midnight Crew over here. You guys just follow me on all of my platforms, okay? You're going to get some laughter on some of these things. You're going to get some jewels dropped, you know? But follow your girl Midnight. And on that note, Midnight Crew, your girl Midnight is out. Y'all be easy today, okay?